you very much. After the auction, we ate complimentary burgers at the Western Colorado Emu Society barbecue. The umbrellas above the plastic tables proved useless against the low rays of the afternoon sun. It was too hot to eat or move or even think thoughts faster than a trot. The first bite of the burger sat in my stomach like a stone. Greg approached his emu burger with the same stoicism he'd expressed while buying horses, so I eavesdropped on the conversations of other diners, all spoken with an economy of words to avoid exertion. A man with a red gingham shirt said, "I stole that horse." His wife replied, "We'll see about that," and took a long drink of iced tea. At another table, a man bragged to his dining partners, "Greenhorns, California. Didn't know enough to look a horse in the eye. Dang fools." A chorus of grunts agreed with him. A girl of about 10 stuffed the last of her burger into her mouth and asked for permission to see the new mare. She ran off before her mother had a chance to answer. More than anything, I wanted to follow her. Greg crushed a bundle of French fries into his mouth and gestured toward my plate. "Want another?" he asked, which marked the beginning and end of our supper conversation. He walked off to get another free burger. Sitting on the edge of a stockyard collecting dust in my teeth and watching a man I barely knew sweat and spit, I realized that dating at 36 would be a lot like playing the lottery, something I'd always considered as reckless as eating potato salad left out in the sun. I'd come to dating needy, knowing my chances of striking it rich were, at best, improbable. But there had to be a winner. Why not me? I couldn't win if I didn't play. The same desperation that drove people to buy fistfuls of lottery tickets fortified my optimism. There were men out there, good men. I just knew it. That's why I'd accepted a blind date arranged by a client with her sister's grandson's hunting buddy. We leaned side by side against the rails of the corral, watching Greg's new horses nuzzle a bale of hay. I wore a hat I'd folded from the center page of the auction guide. Around us, people loaded horses, cattle, and emus into trailers and drove off trailing plumes of dust. I couldn't think of one good reason why we were still standing there, unless Greg was working up the courage to ask me out again. I prayed he wouldn't. Really, how could he ever hope to top the romance of a livestock auction? He wiped his brow with his sleeve and fidgeted with his hat. Uh-oh. He cleared his throat. "I'm looking for a woman with good teeth, a strong back, and one who don't complain much." I fit the profile all right, but stifled the urge to volunteer. "It sounds like you'd be happy married to one of your horses." I smiled broadly so he would know I was kidding, mostly. His eyes finally opened wide enough to show his eye color, chestnut brown. Big surprise there. He rubbed his chin, worked his hat into place, and spat in the dirt. Strike 3. "Let's go then," he said. Red dirt swirled around the cab of his truck and needled my skin as we drove the 15 miles back to Orchard City. The air conditioner control pointed to off. I felt some pride that, even though I'd been edged out by a horse, I didn't complain. I inched toward the open window to catch the hot breeze. The sky was a faded chambray shirt, dull and lifeless, and for all its many washings, still tinted pink, as if it had been washed with red socks when it was new. Smoke from fires throughout the west and a dust storm as far away as Mongolia flattened the book cliffs to gradient shades of gray and collected at the base of the Grand Mesa to obscure the 11,000-foot mountain completely. Only one cotton ball cloud teetered on the Colorado Plateau to the southwest.